Hey everybody, welcome to Eagle Mountain. My name's Todd Black. I'm the wildlife biologist and open space manager for Eagle Mountain City. And once a month we do a little segment that's called Living with Wildlife. So today we're out here and we're going to talk in general about all the things that Eagle Mountain City is doing to improve wildlife habitat, improve connectivity of habitats. Eagle Mountain is very committed to keeping as much native natural open space that we can and providing what we can for wildlife habitat and for connectivity of these habitats. And one of those things that we're particularly interested in is this migration route that starts to the north up on Camp Williams and over on the Ochre Mountains to the west, goes all the way through town and ends up on the south end of the Lake Mountains for the fall and the winter, and then these deer turn around and come back in the spring and summer. So we're going to walk you through some of these things and talk about them in a little more detail. Stick around. So one of the things that's really cool, I think, from us, and the first one of these in the state of Utah, is we've worked with Crosstech to install a thermal IR detection system at our major highway, Highway SR 73, Corey Ride Memorial Highway. And at this crossing, we've funneled these deer down so that they only have a 70-foot opening where they have to cross. And this has been very successful. It's significantly reduced deer vehicle collisions. We've had a legislative action to change speed in this area, and the deer are crossing without many deer vehicle collisions. To date, this has been up for 5 crossing events, and during those 5 crossing events, we've only lost 4 deer. So significantly different from what it was before, where we were losing 20 and 30 deer each crossing out on this highway. Once the deer navigate successfully across SR 73, the next little crossing they come to is this underpass, and we just put this in just this last year. And as you can see, we're using these decoys, and again, this is just anecdotal personal information, but I really think these help for the deer to have a visual cue to go to, that they know it's safe to cross through here. And we've just started the return migration, and we see a lot of tracks in here, so we know that, again, they're figuring it out. And we figured that it's just going to take a while for them to learn how to navigate through these different man-made structures to help them get to where they're wanting to go. So another kind of what I think is a cool, unique thing that we're doing is, as we put this fence through town, particularly when we're back up against existing fences and people's backyards and homes, is we're going to create this big wide strip in here that we can use as a fuel break. So we'll plant some alfalfa, some kochia in here, and some other species that will act as a fuel break, so that if a fire ever does break out within the luge, that we'll have a fuel break on both sides and hopefully contain that fire where it won't cause significant damage. So we have 2 big obstacles besides the fencing that we still need to get over. One of those is right here at Overland Pass. This is one of the high spots in the city, and this is right in the mule deer where they're migrating. This is the migration path. So we've got a fence on both sides of this. Again, we have a lot of good habitat here from a sagebrush standpoint, a lot of cover that these deer feel comfortable moving through. But as you can see, we have a 4-lane highway, Pony Express Parkway, that's right here, and this is a big challenge that these deer have to navigate through. We have crossing signs on both ends of this. We have seasonal signs that alert drivers this is a deer migration in progress, and yet they don't slow down and they continue to hit deer here. I think we're at number 6 already for the spring return migration, and we're only at the 15th of April. All right, we're halfway through the city, halfway through this migration route. We're going to wrap up and call that part 1. We'll be back next month for part 2. I'm Todd Black. Thanks for joining us.